Peter Mucheru, the CEO of Africa Consolidated Exchange, is now live with me, and if I can get him. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning to you. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing perfectly fine. How are you, and how is Acex?
Acex is fantastic.
Right.
On our journey to rewrite the African story globally.
Right. The journey to rewrite the African story. That might be that might sound very broad to someone who's listening to the Acex story for the first time. Maybe how is Acex rewriting the African story?
The writing of the African story comes in through the Africa Consolidated Exchange, which is one of its own kind that is helping Africans to realize the value that is based in Africa, whether it is in the mining industry, in agriculture, in forex, in trading. And by joining Africa into the rest of the world financial system, cash flow flows into Africa. Hence, there's more purchase power, and that way, African story is rewritten.
Right, ensuring that there's more purchase power given to the hands of Africans. Since the launch last year, which was, I think, late November or not, if not early December, how is the progress so far?
I must say the progress is fantastic with the platform and with the traders and with most of the African countries joining and coming together to trade within our platform. And that way, that is where the journey started, and that's where we're continuing right now.
Right, so Acex is very big online. Of course, the platform, I've already seen it, has a lot of segments. There's a section for cryptocurrency. There's also a section for, forex, and also the other goods that you're putting there for exchange. And as we are aware, the rate of unemployment is high for the youth and the non-youth even as well, because COVID-19 and the disruption of livelihoods and economies as well. Is there a way to make income online through the Acex platform?
Yes. Actually, Acex is an online business. And you see, the world we live in today is a global village. Technology has connected all of us. Financial innovation is the way to go. And our platform is connected to the blockchain technology, which is crypto. Now, the young people are the ones who are technologically savvy. Of course, everybody's supposed to be technologically savvy, but the young people are more than all of us. What my son is able to do with my computer or my laptop or my phone is, beyond the level of where I would have been during their time. And therefore, when the youths learn how to trade, how to get themselves involved, how to partner, how to interact with the blockchain technology, with the online forex trading technology, with the listings that happen in the market through our platform, that way, jobs are created, they are able to make income, and they are able to interact with the rest of the financial world, financial economies, while they sit at the comfort of their homes, wherever they are, whether in church, in the club, in school during their free time, they are able to interact with the financial world. And that interaction, when well guided with a business mindset, they are able to make money, they are able to employ themselves, and they are able to stop depending on handouts and grants.
Right. We have spoken a lot about investment this morning, and a very important question, of course, is how much money does one need to invest? So how much money do I need to start making money on the Acex platform?
I will shock you that you need as little as $100. Little as $100, because for you to interact with the Africa Consolidated Exchange, there's our own coin that we call Temcoin, and Temcoin is our what we call the currency that is used to trade within Africa Consolidated Exchange. You'll realize that every platform, crypto platform, has got its own cryptocurrency which is used to trade in there. And so with our Africa Consolidated Exchange, we have our own crypto that we call Temcoin. And for you to be able to get in there all you need is to buy 100 temp coin, which at the moment is going for $1.34. So meaning something like, if you're in Kenyan terms, 13,400, and you're good to go, you're good to invest in there, and you can start making money straight away.
All right. So if I get on there and purchase Temcoin, which you're saying right now is going for one shilling and a few cents, $1.
$1.34.
$1.34. So that is what Temcoin is going for right now. And someone else might be thinking, well, why should I go for Temcoin when there's already Bitcoin and Ethereum that are already there in the market, and Temcoin is a new coin into cryptocurrency? Why should they choose that one, you would say?
And thank you very much for that question. One thing I will say is this. Every time when every crypto is starting, it always starts very low. And for most of the people, growing small, starting small is always the best way. If you look at Bitcoin today, it goes for $42,000 for one Bitcoin. So majority of the people will not be able to afford $42,000 to be able to get one Temcoin. Even if you divide it into small bits and pieces, it still comes to a lot of money. But you know, Bitcoin, when it started, it also sold at less than $1. The people who invested in it then are crypto millionaires and billionaires today. So what I'm saying is that starting small is the best, because suddenly this crypto that is called Temcoin, which is unique to Africa, unique to Africans, and the one that is consolidated around Africa, is the best way to begin, because in 5 to 10 years, when we are the same age with where Bitcoin is right now, you don't know how many billionaires, crypto billionaires we're going to have in Africa. So the best is to do it now when it is still low, because you might never get it at this price ever again. So this is the time.
Right. And of course, last year I sat down with the guy from your team who's in charge of Temcoin. I keep forgetting his name.
Emmanuel Chinedu.
Yes, Emmanuel Chinedu. And we had a discussion especially on people who are shy of getting into cryptocurrency, because it's a new it's a new sort of currency or digital investment that people can do. What will you say to those skeptics?
And again, thank you, because this world today is made up of more people that are risk averse. Everyone wants to make money, but nobody wants to take the risk. Now, I don't know where that life is that is lived without any kind of risk, because everything in this world is a risk. Waking up this morning is certainly a risk, because nobody knows what lays ahead. And therefore, what I want to say is that financial technology and financial innovation is here to stay. Technology will rule the world for many, many, many years to come. The people who join and get accustomed to technology as it exists, they are the ones who are bound to rule the world. Now, I will say that when you have looked at all the financial innovations that have happened in the world, for example, when M-Pesa in this country came in, a few people didn't believe in it, and some people say, no, you'll be scammed, your money will be stolen, you'll wake up one morning and you have no money, your wallet is cleared, your phone has no money, and all that. What happens today is that when you listen to the amount of billions of money that, for example, M-Pesa turns over on a daily basis, the number of transactions is alarming, because the more they persisted with it, the more people got accustomed to it and took it over, and now it is owned, and M-Pesa is a worldwide thing. It is the same thing with financial technology around the blockchain. If there is any person out there who does not believe in it, I will tell you, maybe don't start with too much in it, but just get a little bit of what you can have, money that You can risk and in steps and in stages, get there slowly, and you'll start reaping and enjoying the benefits of it. Because this financial technology around blockchain in a cryptocurrency, in a crypto world, is here to stay and it's going nowhere. So if you can't beat them, I would ask you to kindly join them.
Right. So apart from cryptocurrency, that is Temcoin, which is on the platform, the Acex platform, you also deal in fiat currencies across all the nations that are going to be paired, quoted, and traded. Maybe a little info as well into that.
Yes. You see, we're running a consolidated exchange, and a consolidated exchange has it's everything business, everything tradable. So we are speaking about the digital assets in crypto. We are also talking about the financial exchange. And here we are giving room to all the countries of Africa. Remember, how many, and this is a question I can throw out there to anybody. If you go to London Stock Exchange today, if you go to New York Stock Exchange, or you go to Tokyo Exchange today, how many African currencies are traded there? And the answer would be 0. So essentially, you'll realize that we have these small stock exchanges within our own countries. So Kenya, we have Nairobi Stock Exchange, Johannesburg Stock Exchange in South Africa, or you have Cairo Stock Exchange in Egypt and the likes. So there is not there one place where all these currencies can come and meet and be traded. So today, if I want to exchange into South African rand, I have to walk to a bureau de change or wait to fly to South Africa. And when I'm in the airport, that's when I change into South African rand. Or if I'm going to Uganda, I have to wait until I land in Uganda or at the border. That's the place where I can get an exchange. Africa Consolidated Exchange gives you the opportunity to have that currency with you, by you, because we bring all these countries together, all their currencies are brought together, and you can, with a click of a button, you can exchange your money from Kenya shillings to Uganda shillings to Tanzania shillings to Zambian kwacha or to South African rand or to Egyptian dinar, and you're able to progress without having to wait until you arrive there, until you get hooked up by somebody who can do you a favor in that country. That is why we are an Africa Consolidated Exchange, where all African currencies can actually be traded and exchanged. And that way we are able to realize value. Instead of sending the exchange proceeds into other countries outside of Africa, we can actually exchange that. And that way you can also access the other major world currencies like the dollar, the pound, the euro, the Audi or the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. All that can be accessed within the Africa Consolidated Exchange. So really, this is from Africa to the rest of the world. That's what we are.
All right. A consolidated exchange platform that is going to be different from the rest that we already have. We have the Nairobi Stock Exchange, the Ghana Stock Exchange, and all the rest that are there. How can we underline that difference that is going to be there on Acex platform in as opposed to the rest of the exchange platforms that are already there by the governments all over Africa?
The difference around this is that while you'll realize that most of the exchanges are very difficult to access by a normal person. If today you wanted to go and trade in Nairobi Stock Exchange, the rules, regulation, by the time you get in there, the procedures of being able to get into that exchange, those exchanges that are run by the government, most of them are, they are not autonomous. I mean, they're autonomous. By the time you get to access them, majority of them, the procedures are very tedious. That is different from Africa Consolidated Exchange because, as I said earlier, all you need is basically your phone and your laptop. You just need to access a smartphone, and you can log in through acex.market, www.acex.market, and from there, you are able to get the guidance, navigate yourself around the platform, and that is the difference between Africa Consolidated Exchange and the other exchanges.
All right. So since it's an Africa Consolidated Exchange, as you said, it has everything from fiat to digital assets to goods as well. Are you extending the listing to small businesses and startups as well?
Yes, exactly. Actually, that is one of the biggest advantages. Our listing procedures or requirements are, very, what I want to say, accessible, and they are not complicated. They are simple when you want to list. So whether it is an SME that is just starting up, whether it is a big business that needs to list, whether it is a business that just wants to market its name, we provide that platform for you to showcase what your business has got, for you to bring into the view of the rest of Africa and the world what your business has got to offer. So in Africa Consolidated Exchange, what we bring to you is simplicity and accessibility to the world market, irrespective of whether you want to raise capital or you want to gain more partners in your business, and so you want to list your business to attract them, or you just want to market for people to know, here we are, we exist, we provide that audience for you and that platform across the African continent and the rest of the world.
All right. That sounds really exciting, and I'm hoping that more people can get the opportunity to enlist on the platform. I don't know if it's still there. I heard there is also a program for those people who might not be having capital to begin trading on the platform, especially students. Is that still there?
Yes, we still have that, and the way we are doing it is simple. Number one, we have a program that we are going to be working around with students, because you realize that our future rests in our youth, and a country like Kenya is a really blessed country, and not just Kenya, the rest of Africa. We are a blessed country because it is in Africa where we have a lot of the youths, and so our plan is to equip our students, equip our youth with the necessary crypto knowledge, the necessary trading knowledge, necessary information, so that when they land into when they are done with school, or even when they are still in school, they can get time to practice, and when they are out here, they can become traders. So we have classes, we have interactions, we have partnerships, we have a program for students as well, so that we can be able to start training them, start equipping them, start putting them into, putting their steps into the forex market, crypto market, exchange market, and that way, when they leave school, they have something already that they can depend on as income, and it's not just an issue of being frustrated through tamaking, looking for something to do, and not having a direction about life. So that is one of the partnerships that we are seeking through the universities and colleges, tertiary institutions, and even the later years of high school, as people start to turn 18, so that they can start realizing that there is a way they can be able to make an income and money for themselves without really having to only depend on seeking or looking for white-collar jobs.
All right. Thank you very much for that very detailed brief into what the African Consolidated Exchange is going to be all about. Any plans, any new plans specifically into this year that you might have as we try and wrap up as well?
Yes, indeed. Our plan for this year is to invite as many companies as possible to come and list with us. Number two, is to request that as many as possible, all our African brothers, sisters, business partners that are in Africa and ones that are looking to get into the Africa Consolidated Exchange, please acquire Temcoin right now. All you need to do is to go to www.tem-coin and be able to buy. Start with $100 worth of Temcoin, or just buy 100 Temcoin. Start from there as you grow, and you'll realize that is the way you'll see your value climbing and going up. And if you are out there as a student, kindly log into our Acex.market. And when you log in there, you'll see the kind of partnerships that exist. We have classes that are already running. We have partners that are experienced in trading crypto and forex and these exchange matters, and they will be able to take you up and guide you and walk you through and help you make your baby steps into the world of the financial world. But the best of it all is that you don't have to be a financial guru. You don't have to have studied finance for you to be able to know how to trade. This is for every person who has an interest. You can make money, whether you are an engineer, a teacher, a preacher, a financial enthusiast, or whoever you are. This is an open opportunity for every person who can get access to smartphone or get access to internet. You can make money out of Africa Consolidated Exchange, and that is rewriting the African story globally.
Right, rewriting the African story. Thank you very much for having the conversation with me. I'll make sure that the people around me are getting a few Temcoins each, and myself as well, so that we can also be there when the African story is rewritten and be part of the Africa Consolidated Exchange. And of course, even investing in some of those other options that are there in that digital multi-asset platform, if I may call it like that. We have fiat, we have digital assets, and also the other goods, normal goods, and even minerals as well. So I think it's an exciting opportunity, and I wish you all the best with Acex this year.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me in the morning. I appreciate you, KUTV.
All right, remember this is still Biashara Tuesday. We are having a conversation on business na biashara na kila kitu ambayo in affects how you're making money. As well, the other people who are making money are the people who are employed. We're not only speaking about, guys who are going into investment and also starting their own businesses. How do you relate with the human resource profession at work? What kind of environment is there? We are having an expert here, a mogul, who will explain to us some of those things that are there, around your work environment, especially when it relates to human resource. Don't miss out on that conversation. I'm taking a short break to sip some water, and then I'll be back. Tweet me up and also send me your SMSs/WhatsApp, and any questions that you might have, we'll be back.